Welcome back. This is John Hayes, and it's time for video number 9. And today I'm thinking about music, specifically the music that I grew up with on the radio and vinyl, the stuff that we listened to. This was the era of classic rock, and the radio was a very big thing back then. And specifically, what I'm thinking about is out of all that stuff that I heard as a kid. They just went into my brain and into my soul. Like maybe some of that really taught me some good lessons, or opened up some doors, or, gave me some kind of actual, enlightenment or help. And so I was just kind of wondering that, if I made a short list of those songs, what would that list look like? Say the top 5 or the top 3. And so I was just kind of pondering that. Now, to set this up a little bit more, I should say that, these days and for a long time, we listen predominantly to classical music around here. And in general, people who know me, I tend to be a complicated type of a person. I'm not simple in a lot of ways. Whatever. I just, I like literature that's deep and thick and complicated. I'll probably read the New Testament in Greek more than I do in English. I've taught history classes and rhetoric and logic, and I've taught literature and grammar and composition. I like classical music. Etc. I'm just a pretty complicated, type of person in many ways. And so it may surprise you to learn that when I was thinking about this, there was one song that really came to the top of the list. In fact, it probably goes in the number 1 slot. And that is Simple Man by Leonard Skinner. Simple Man by Leonard Skinner. I remember just being a kid, like 2nd, 3rd grade, I remember hearing this song. And it just went inside of me, and I used to hum it and sing it. And, it's a good song. As far as the physical sound of it and the physical way it was recorded, it's not really something I'm into that much these days. But, the lyrics, and the melody and just, the song itself, it's a good song with just a great message. And you probably know it, the lyrics are basically, Mama told me when I was young, come sit beside me, my only son. And listen closely to what I say, and if you do this, it will help you some sunny day. Take your time, don't live too fast. Troubles will come and they will pass. Find a woman and you'll find love. And don't forget, son, there is someone up above. And be a simple kind of man. Oh, be something you love and understand. Baby, be a simple kind of man. Won't you do this for me, son, if you can? That's good stuff. That'll preach. And it goes on. You can listen to it, you can download it, you can look up the lyrics or whatever. But it's a good song. And I have this theory. I think that the Almighty perhaps brought this into my life at just such a young and impressionable age because he knew that I was going to spend pretty much the rest of my life resisting the message of that song in so many ways. I just have this insane ability to complicate anything. It's a real problem sometimes. And so long before I was even, reading the Bible or anything like that, this Southern rock band, Leonard Skinner, they were teaching me some real wisdom and helping me to begin to come to terms with something that I was really going to need to learn. And all these years later, it still sticks with me. All I know is wisdom comes in all kinds of packages, and it's just our job to be on the lookout. And when we hear it or when we see it, just to say yes and amen, and to chew, swallow, and digest it, and try to live by it. Thanks for watching. I'll be back tomorrow.